All right, we're here in the coach's corner down in the basement. I'm live with Mr. McCaffery, one of my longtime teachers and friends. Also a good soccer coach here at the school. Earned his merits last year as the now reigning PCL champ. Coming into this season, what's the schedule looking like ahead for the rest of the year?
Blake, we've got a good season coming forward. Big Catholic League match on Friday with O'Hara. And then we're going to be playing Pennington Prep on Sunday in the Haverford Soccer Jamboree out in Downingtown. And then we hit a stretch where we play one of the top teams in the area right now in Archbishop Wood in another tough PCL match. And then we also have away matches still with Father Judge and Roman Catholic, who we played in the PCL final last year.
All right. Sounds like a good schedule ahead. As the season has gone along, what are some differences from the team last year, and what are some new strengths and weaknesses that the team now has?
I think when you look at this team, obviously it's a different mix of guys, and we're playing a different formation right now, which would be the biggest change that people might notice from last year. We've gone away from the 4-4-2 at the beginning of matches, and we're playing more of the 4-2-3-1 so that we can really press teams because of the speed and athleticism that we have in certain parts of the field that we think this benefits this group a little better. Last year's group obviously was highly successful with that 4-4-2. But, this year that would be the big change, and they're playing really well in it. They're working hard. I think that if you look at maybe one of the things that we're continuing to work on, it would be finishing, making sure we're getting as many goals as possible. That kind of came together last night against Archbishop Ryan in a 5-0 win. So the guys are really working hard on some things, and we're playing well right now.
Last year, lost a couple of heavy-hitting seniors. Who's going to step up to fill those roles this year?
I think it's been a real group effort. When you look at the guys who stepped into some starting roles, like a Jake Mittman and Chris Marzullo and Bobby Bonner, those guys kind of filled in to start. And then some guys that contributed last year who are still doing the job really well, like Chris Lenge and you have Gio Randazzo are still filling in a role. And even though they're starting for the first time, they were on the field a lot last year for us. And then the guys who have been around consistently through last year, and then again this year when you look at Brett Werner in goal, and then Joey Brigidi and Cole Hamill in the back line, there's been a really good group effort. And then one of the big pieces who is filling to make sure we can play that 4-2-3-1 is Christian Calabretta, coming off a shoulder injury, is doing a real nice job. And so we're getting a lot of good senior, juniors are mixing in really well right now. So it's kind of a group effort. We did lose a lot of really talented players last year. Unfortunately, with the way the program's set up right now, we have a lot of young talent who's moving up the ladder and just doing their job for the team and playing really well.
All right. With that said, do you have any parting comments for the fan base here at school?
I do, Blake. First of all, we're not friends. I'm a teacher, and you were a good student. Second off, I want to thank everyone who's come out to matches so far. If you want to check our schedule, it's on the portal, or you can ask me when you see me in the hallways. We'd love all the support we can get. We got a lot of big matches coming up, and hopefully, if things continue to go well the way we're playing right now, we're going to earn our way through to another championship, and we're going to try our best to make sure that we grind it through to a hopefully better representation in the States this year. But just want to thank everyone for the support, and hopefully we'll see you on the pitch.
Sounds good. Bring it home.
Thanks, Blake.